What's good, podcast? We're back. Jay Gardner right here. As you see, we're online for real this time. We're actually in our college dorms and or bedrooms.
Yeah,
Who else we have here today? We got Shay Harrison on the mic,
yeah,
and we
what's
also
up?
have our two normal guests. We have who we have,
Isaiah.
Jake.
and today we'll be talking about Week One predictions and also just in general Week One of the NFL season. For the fact that it starts this Thursday, September 5th. Yes, September 5th.
Yeah.
To motivate you, I'm
Sounds
right.
2 days.
Sounds about close. September 5th. Hey, yeah, let's get after it. Shay, you're going to lead us off with it?
Yeah, I'll start off with the Thursday night game, September 5th, Baltimore Ravens versus Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, I'm a little bit biased because AFC West, I'm a big Raider fan, so I want the Chiefs to lose. I think they're gonna win. I mean, I don't. It doesn't matter if Mahomes has receivers or not. I mean, they always
Rashee
win
Rice.
football games. Yeah, I mean, they got Rice,
Speed
they got
demon.
Xavier Worthy, Travis Kelce, obviously. Going against the former MVP Lamar Jackson. I mean, I think they're going to put up a good fight, but at the end of the day, where's this game at? They're in
Kansas
Arrowhead,
City.
so they never lose.
It's supposed to
there,
be
so.
like the weather is supposed to be crazy.
Yeah, well,
It's like
Kansas City
raining and 90 degrees.
Okay. If it's raining, I mean Derrick Henry might have a field day.
Yeah, he's gonna
True.
have a field day. Both of
Kansas
them are
City
gonna have a
lost
field day.
last year, week 1 on Thursday to.
To the Lions are crying out
No
loud.
one
Oh, I
expected
remember that.
No
We had
one
a game that day.
This is when
Was
we
it
played
in Arrowhead
Valhalla.
too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean that's the first game. So Jacob, you want to take over on Friday?
Yes. On Friday, we have September 6th, 2024. We have the Green Bay Packers taking on Philadelphia Eagles in none other than San Paulo, Brazil. Yup, I said that wrong as fuck. Oh, they're going to Brazil. They're going to Brazil. They're going to Brazil.
Okay.
Personally, I don't know how this game's going to go. I think the Eagles it shouldn't be a cakewalk, but it shouldn't be too big of a difficult challenge for the fact that I definitely think the Eagles have the better offensive weapons and roster in itself. They still have A.J. Brown at wide receiver, Jalen Hurts at quarterback. They have at running back? They got, hold on.
No, they got Saquon now.
No. Yeah,
Yes, because they traded. Yes, so they got Saquon. And they also have John Dotson. Bro, I'm getting hacked. Oh my gosh. Okay.
City.
Just
Just
oh
go.
my god,
Just go.
again.
Just
Oh my
fight
God.
through it.
Just sort of technical difficulties here with this guy Jacob, man.
My guys,
Bro, I don't know what's wrong with my laptop. Google keeps saying I won a prize. Hold on. My bad, people. This is why I'm not. Oh, this is so terrible.
well, I have one thing to say about this game, and I think that Jordan Love is going to be really good this year. So I think Philadelphia, since they got that new offensive coordinator this year, I think they got a new offensive coordinator. I think since Green Bay was a top defense last year, I think Jordan Love is going to show that he's taking the next step, and I think Green Bay is going to win that game, even though Philly's.
Yeah, this is gonna be like the first big step because a lot of people are thinking like this is gonna be the year for the Packers to like break out with Jordan Love, all their
That's true.
offensive weapons. So this is like gonna be their like, even though it's week 1 and like we don't know what's gonna happen the rest of the season. It's like the Eagles are, even though they got bounced in the wild card last year, they're still like a pretty tough opponent. So we'll see how
Big contender.
if Jordan Love and them live
And
up to the hype.
Jesus.
They made it pretty far last year too.
11
I mean, they almost beat
I agree
the
with that.
Niners.
They should have beat the
Yeah,
Niners.
I thought they were going to
should've.
beat the Niners. The Niners got. But hey, a little bit of luck goes a long way in this league. It's only a 17-game league
All
plus
right.
the playoffs. So
Yeah. All right, so we got the first game on Sunday now for the third game of the week. The first Sunday game at 10 a.m. our local time, and then 1 p.m. for you people in the East Coast over here.
That's
You
where the
people.
game is.
So we got Pittsburgh at Atlanta in Atlanta. So obviously we got the new look quarterbacks, the old dudes for both teams, Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson starting. Obviously, Kirk Cousins coming off the Achilles or ACL, I forgot which one.
Achilles, you're right.
There. So we see where he's at. Bijan's probably going to carry the load, but Pittsburgh's defense is always
They got rid of Arthur Smith. So
semi-decent. Russell Wilson, we'll see if he can throw the ball to the correct team. Me personally, I'm taking Atlanta at home because I do not think Russell Wilson is where he was before, and Pittsburgh does not have too many options. Like they have Najee Harris, and
He's gonna go off this year.
George Pickens.
they have George Pickens, and
That's pretty much it, honestly.
who's the other receiver? Like
I'm looking right now.
I don't think
They
Wilson
got-
has.
Deontay Johnson left.
Yeah, they got Pickens, Van Jefferson,
Oh
Calvin
yeah,
Austin's up in there.
yeah.
Scotty Miller. I forgot about him. They got Pat Fryermuth at
It's
tight
gonna be
end.
a pretty tough going in Pittsburgh this year.
Yeah,
It's
so
gonna be
I'm gonna take Atlanta with the offense being a little bit better, and they got the new coach, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like
Their
that.
defense should be good now.
I
Too.
think Atlanta at home should take care of business for week one, especially with the veteran quarterback presence. So
Yeah,
I'll take
I
that,
like that.
Atlanta.
All right. The next 1 p.m. game, Arizona.
East Coast, man.
I can say that it's in the Eastern time zone, so it's okay.
just pick the game.
The Arizona Cardinals at the Buffalo Bills. There's a lot of excitement around this Arizona team coming into the year after, they had the third overall pick. They used that on Marvin Harrison, which is obviously a really big Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay.
Shea
Not
Twin
your
Brothers
dad.
in the league, bro.
Adds a lot of like explosiveness and like big play potential to the Cardinals offense, which really in the last few years has really been lacking wide receiver depth. I know they had D Hop a couple years ago, but like he was really good, but it wasn't really like the step that they needed to take.
Not sustainable.
And they lost Marquise Brown, but their wide receiver core is still pretty solid around Marvin Harrison. They also have I'm not sure if they still have what's his name. Who's the guy from Purdue? Isaiah Rondell Moore.
Rondell Moore.
And then
Yeah,
another
Brad
guy,
over
Michael
there.
Wilson he was a rookie last year. He was pretty solid with a lot of inconsistent. That's another thing, the inconsistent quarterback play from last year. Kyler Murray's healthy now. Has new weapons. As I've said, Marvin Harrison, also Trey McBride is due for a pretty big season carrying the load at tight end.
Fantasy.
So
Come on.
it's going to be a test for them. Obviously, Buffalo is a good team. Josh Allen, one of the best, probably the second best quarterback in the league right now. But it's going to be a challenge for him because his receiving core has been kind of gutted. They lost Gabe Davis. They lost Stephon Diggs. Their number one receiver now is Keon Coleman, who's a rookie.
Big trust.
Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox are the two other like main receiving weapons of their tight ends. So I'm also not very sure about their defense. So it's gonna be a challenge. I think I'll say that Buffalo is gonna pull it out because I think they're more experienced. They're led by the better quarterback. Even though I think Kyler Murray is gonna be really good this year, I've always been a pretty big Kyler Murray guy. Like on like my belief in him. I think the Bills are going to pull it out, but I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona puts up a fight.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Buffalo would win because they're in.
Sorry, I lost my shit. Oh yeah, they're also in Buffalo.
Yeah. Who knows how the weather's gonna be though? Honestly,
At all.
Shouldn't be that bad.
I have no. Oh yeah.
But yeah. Shoot. I mean,
Isaiah, take the next game.
Yeah. I mean, here. I want to say something real quick before Isaiah gets to it because I know it's your favorite team. Just on Chicago. I mean, Chicago Titans in Chicago. I mean, Chicago is one of the like main teams that's made a big jump in this offseason. Obviously, they drafted Caleb Williams, but with DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze, and oh my gosh, what's his name? DeAndre Swift now in the backfield. I mean, I think they're going to be a great offense. You know,
I'm really excited to watch Chicago.
Yeah, I'm excited. But Isaiah, here you can take the rest of this.
All right. So for this game at 1 p.m. or 10 a.m., whichever zone you're in or in between, we got Chicago and Tennessee in Chicago. As you can see, also tickets as low as $206. So this game is selling out because of Caleb Williams. He is a generational talent, and the Tennessee Titans are probably going to be mid this year. So even though I am a Titans fan, and we want the Titans to win in week 1, I think
don't want shit to happen for you.
I think Chicago might win this game by double digits.
Okay.
Titans offense this year, Will Levis is bound to make a jump. He is going to be a top 20 quarterback, not the worst.
Not very high of a bar.
It's going to be better than last year, but the Titans offense, I don't expect to put up more than 20 points this game, especially without DeAndre Hopkins. I think Chicago, especially with that offense and how horrible our defensive line is in Tennessee, I think Caleb Williams is going to have all the time in the world, and he might put up like 300 yards and 4 touchdowns on this Titans defense, especially in Chicago with their fans behind him and everything he has going for him, and all the injuries that's happened to the Titans already. And it's literally the week 1, and half the defense is already injured. So I don't have any faith in us even being within 20 points.
That's
I
an issue, bro.
I
Hopkins
think
might play if he says practice goes well.
who Hopkins.
Yeah,
That doesn't really make a difference, bro. Our O line, it got a little bit
at
better.
least you're honest.
I think yeah, when we're online, we gotta be.
That's what I'm saying. This only needs for him to be
Let's-
honest about the Titans.
let's
Just
get
record
it,
and post it.
Chicago probably wins this game by 20. But I expect if Tennessee's able to keep him in the game, who knows down the stretch if Caleb Williams was clutch all college. So we'll see what we got. But I'm gonna take Chicago, even though the Titans they should bounce back next year. That's what we're hoping.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's look up Nick to the game after that, which is I don't even know what time it is because I started looking at the rosters. But we got the Patriots taking on the Bengals. It's a 10 a.m.
Early game.
Yeah, it's
early game. So yeah, it's an early game. Yeah, we're gonna roll with that early game. Oh, am I getting hacked again? Oh my! All right, we're fine. I got it. Okay, so we got the Cincinnati Bengals going against the New England Patriots, but we'll be in Cincinnati, meaning it won't be 1:00. It'll be 12. Thank you, Jake. But it'll be 12 p.m. And personally, I do think the Cincinnati Bengals will pull this one out as expected for the fact that the Patriots didn't make too many, I guess, like eye-catching adjustments. They're not in the Central?
Sorry, continue. I'm sorry.
I swear Ohio's in the, I guess it's not. You just looked that up? Huh? You did just look it up. Yeah. Where was I at? Okay, yeah. So with the fact that, as you know, Joe Burrow will be starting like normal. Running back 1 looking like Zach Moss for the Cincinnati Bengals instead of it being Joe Mixon. I'm not sure how we feel about that. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins at the 1 and 2. Andre Eos, I can't pronounce that. What Jake said, probably at the number 3. And then with their tight end, I'm assuming it'll be Mike Gesicki because he's like more of a veteran compared to all the other positions. And then we look at the New England.
They got Jacoby Brissett, bro. No, New England, which is
you miss Isaiah Green at the bottom of the camera. QB1, Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, which is crazy. They do have Jacoby Brissett as QB1. I think I want to see Drake May get some reps, but we'll see. Yeah. I think Ramondre Stevenson should have
40.
Yeah, I know. Ramondre Stevenson will have a great year in general, but he'll definitely get a lot of carries. With their wide receiver 1 being Kendrick Bourne and 2 being KJ Osborne. Did I say Kendrick Bourne?
KJ Osborne? Wow.
Yeah, they're cooked.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. And they got Hunter Henry at tight end. Chargers legend Hunter Henry, actually. And Austin Hooper is also a tight end.
Raider.
Helix High School.
Yup. And we also have their other...
Austin Hooper.
And we also have DeMarlo Douglas as their wide receiver 2 or 3, whichever one it is.
That guy's not bad. I know that.
No, yeah, that's their offense. Obviously, defense does make a difference. I think if you guys haven't seen the TikTok beef with Cody Ford at guard, I think he's gonna have like.
Is he still on the team?
No, he is. I think he's gonna have. I think he's have 50 pancakes as in total in game 1. Week 1, he's gonna prove a point that he actually is that guy, and that whatever the girl's name is, she's missing him. He's not missing her. He's low-key sick in the head. Defense-wise, I don't even know much of the people on this team, but that's also not my job. All I know is Evan McPherson at the special teams. So, yeah, definitely think the Cincinnati Bengals will win. My bad for ranking.
When all of that, just to say the Bengals will win.
I agree. I think
I want to say, like, we still don't know if Jamar Chase is going to play. Hopefully he does because I have him in 2 fantasy leagues.
Yeah, need him.
But
2 of them, bro?
Zach Taylor said that he's going to be day-to-day. One of them is our league, but I have T. Higgins. Zach Taylor said, he said this morning that they're going to take it day by day, and there's only so many days until you play. So it's like you can't really have your number 1 offensive weapon sit out for more than a week, honestly, if I'm the Bengals. We'll continue to monitor that. So hopefully he gets his deal. He wants 1 cent more than Justin Jefferson. So hopefully they get that done.
But yeah.
Isaiah, you wanna?
Yeah.
Oh wait, oh no, because you just
I
shouldn't
just
shouldn't
should be.
you
Yeah,
do the next one?
I can go. Yeah, I can go
Yeah.
over this one. We got Houston at Indianapolis. 10 a.m. another early game. I think. I mean, Houston. That's another team that
12
has
Central.
a new look offense. You got C.J. Stroud, Stephon Diggs coming over there from Buffalo. You got
Joe
Tank Dell,
mixed them
Nico
up.
Collins, Joe Mixon. I mean, Joe Mixon is gonna be
Joe
really good for
Mixon.
those guys. But I mean, Indianapolis with Richardson finally playing after being hurt most of last year with Pittman, Jonathan Taylor. I don't think they even stand a chance, honestly, in this division. Um,
Well,
but I mean,
I
Jacksonville's
kind of
not
like Indy
bad
this
too.
year.
Indianapolis is not worse than the division. We got
They're not They're not
No,
the
Indy's
worst.
the
No, no,
second best team in the division.
they might be.
yeah.
It's
behind
yeah,
Houston.
behind Houston, obviously. Yeah,
But like, I
Houston's gonna
think they
be.
could give them a run. Like,
It'll be a good
their
game for
defense is pretty
sure.
good. Their defense is
But
pretty good.
Houston's defense is really good too. They made a lot of big upgrades. They got Daniil Hunter from
Well, I guess we'll see because they play
Minnesota.
each other this week.
Yeah,
So.
we'll see. So I mean, they're in Indy, so I guess if that's um,
Yeah, this
you know,
game's not
Some-
if
some
it helps them at
advantage.
all, but I think
51.
that Houston's
A
offense
matchup to
can put up
watch.
points with anybody. So I think they're gonna really
Definitely
run
a
up the
matchup
score
to
on
watch.
Indy. But yeah, I mean,
How
I got
long is it
Houston.
going to take for Stephon Diggs to start crying about
No,
not
it's
getting
gonna
his
take a couple
targets?
drives. Couple drives.
Not even a couple
I
times. I
mean-
think it's gonna be the first possession. CJ Stroud's gonna hit Nico, and he's gonna hit Tank Dell, and Stephon Diggs is gonna want to get traded ASAP. Joe
I
Mixon
think,
might get more touches than
Hey, come to
Stephon
the
Diggs will.
Titans,
No,
bro.
they're not going to run the ball like at all this year.
I
I think
know.
Tank Dell, like, even though he got shot, right, and and like he's supposed to be the receiver 3, and they said he's regressing and stuff. I
He ain't
think he's
regressing
gonna.
for real.
I think he's gonna be like the number 2 receiver in that offense. Just
Yeah, I wouldn't be
because
surprised to see if Diggs just
Stroud
didn't
loves him. You know?
live up to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
So I think for me, I got Houston. I mean,
I got Houston by 3. Yeah.
I got him like 21, honestly. But yeah, all right, Jake, take it away.
Okay. The next game, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It is in Miami, so it's also Eastern Time. We have the Battle of Florida, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Miami Dolphins. I think Miami's going to blow them out, but let's talk a little bit about it. So the Jaguars, I kind of hate the Jaguars now because last year I had Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley on my main fantasy team, and they both sold until like the end of the season. Now Ridley's gone, and the receiving core,
Better team.
Christian Kirk still stayed from last year, but they brought in Gabe Davis, they brought in Brian Thomas from LSU, who was really good last year, even though he was overshadowed by Malik Neighbors. I don't really know much about their defense, but last year it wasn't really the greatest. So I don't think that they didn't really make that many like adjustments, acquisitions to the defense. And then Trevor Lawrence is going to be like the biggest question mark this year because they paid him. He hasn't really taken that like jump. Last year, I would be willing to say he was like his receivers weren't like really helping him out that much, especially Ridley. But like he didn't really play like a number 1 pick is expected to. And he really hasn't over his career besides that one playoff run where they got the win against the Chargers. So that's going to be probably the Jaguars' biggest question this year is well, he's not really a question anymore because they already signed him. But if Lawrence is going to be like the guy, like the number 1 pick that you drafted a few years ago. So we're going to have to see the offense take a leap. The Dolphins, obviously, we know they have Tua, Tyreek, Waddle. Devin Achane is taking over as RB1 now, but Mostert's still there. It's just fast guys all over the place, and Tua just has to get them the ball. And that's the question, is if he's going to be able to get them the ball, because he's now – is he the highest paid quarterback ever? I think he is. Yeah. I think he got
they're all up there with. I know
He had
Trevor
a
Lawrence got the
payday.
bag,
He had a
too.
payday.
So did Burrow. I mean, they're all
so
up there.
like he just got a massive bag. So now we know the Dolphins are like bought into him. It's just gonna be the biggest question is if he can stay healthy and if he can like improve his passing skills, because like we've all seen people like talk down on Tua, like having a weak arm, not being able to hit the receivers. So it's just going to be like nothing much has really changed. They have same weapons, same coaching staff, same quarterback. It's just going to be, is Tua going to be able to keep up with his offense? and I think he'll be able to this game. He doesn't really have to do much against a subpar Jags team. I think Miami's gonna take the win, but like how they perform in this week is gonna like probably set the tone for how the rest of the season's gonna go. So I got Miami, but yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. All right, we'll pass it over to Isaiah since.
Okay, we go back. Oh, because then you can take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got New Orleans and Carolina in the Superdome.
Wow,
Tickets
again.
as low as $27, by the way. So this game is irrelevant to most fans because Carolina and New Orleans are both probably not going to be that good this year. Carolina,
That whole division
Carolina
is not
will
going to be
be
good.
probably
Except
a
the
little
Atlanta Falcons,
bit.
baby.
I think the Falcons win
They're
that.
going to win the division.
They're
They're gonna win the
500.
division. They're gonna pull
Tampa, maybe.
They're gonna do what my Commanders did in 2021.
Yeah, they probably will.
They're gonna be the worst team ever
About
to make
this
the
game,
playoffs.
I guess we got Carolina and New Orleans. Carolina, I think they'll do a little bit better than one win last year or two. How many wins?
They had like
Maybe,
3
I
or
thought they had
4.
3.
They have 3 wins.
They had the
Three
first
wins
pick,
last
but they
year.
traded it.
Yeah, so I think Bryce Young plays a little bit better, especially now that he has Deontay Johnson. Hopefully, he can catch the ball. And they also
Hopefully,
got
he can catch the
Chuba
ball.
Hubbard, and then what's that? I forgot, bros. Oh, Jonathan
Jonathan Brooks
Brooks. Yeah, they got
Brooks, baby.
their running backs.
and Miles Sanders is buried
Yeah.
in the depth chart.
Also, them three. Their running backs are if Brooks
Wait,
can
do
take
we
a step.
mention Adam Thielen?
I
Oh my
was
gosh,
going
Adam
to.
Thielen, bro.
Adam Thielen, he's
Wide
gonna
receiver
be,
1 for sure. He's gonna give me
gonna-
1,000
be
fantasy points.
reliable. He's gonna be reliable in the red zone if they can get there. But Carolina against New Orleans, I think because New Orleans defense is still a little bit better than Carolina's, like their defense, they got a little worse, but they still got Lattimore. Wait, do they still have
Way
Lattimore?
better. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they still have him, Jordan.
Jordan.
Their defense, the New Orleans defense is decent. The issue is Derek Carr, like
Bro,
Get
bro,
the ball
when's
to Chris Olave.
Michael
Throw
Throw it
Thomas
up to
coming back?
Olave.
Where's
To
Michael
He's
Thomas
gone.
Olave.
He's
been
a free
at?
He got
agent.
cut.
He's a free agent.
Oh.
And he got suspended for the first week.
Hopefully Kamara
He's not even on a
does
team that got
something.
suspended.
But yeah, this division is really pointless or not pointless. I mean, they're very. It's the weak. It's like the NFC
weak,
East, but now
Oh, here you go.
Like-
Okay, Bucko.
it's a lot better. The NFC East is a lot better now. It's the NFC
My
South
Commanders
is
can
not
keep up
good.
pace.
Very
Jesus.
But New Orleans at home, they'll find a way to get it done against Carolina. I think, unless they choke and Carolina wins. I think this game goes down to like 13-7, 13-10, or like 20-17, like field goals.
I
Special
say
teams.
overtime's gonna happen. It's gonna be 0-0 going to
I
overtime.
don't think they go to overtime. They might. They might. Honestly, no idea. But
It
I'm
could
gonna
be
take
worse.
New
Oh, my bad.
win by 3 points. I'll take New Orleans 20-17. That's my prediction.
Okay.
High
Yeah,
scoring affair.
It's pretty
All
horrible.
right.
Sure.
All right, Jacob.
All right, it's my turn.
Yeah, we're perfectly lined up. So,
I bet. So Minnesota going into New York against the Giants. Honestly, this could be it's gonna be something. As you know, the Minnesota decided to trade away Kirk Cousins. Who was actually having great seasons over there, and now with JJ McCarthy deciding to what was his Achilles
he's
or ACL?
gone. Yeah,
He's done
his
so.
meniscus.
Meniscus, that's what it was. Meniscus blown in what it was preseason. It was after preseason, right? Like in practice.
It was after. It was during a game, I think, or
It was
during
during the
practice.
game. Okay, yeah. One of the two. All I know is Sam Darnold is their
Darnold,
Darnold got
USC
baby.
legend.
and
Let's go.
I think I can see Sam Darnold not having way better success because of his receiving core, both with Jefferson and Addison being his 1 and 2. Like I definitely can see him having some actually a decent season because they're actually
the
actually
USC
good.
connection with Addison.
But then you have but then with New York, you still got Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? Danny Dimes.
Dimes to the other
And
team.
or what's his name? Tommy DeVito can just step up out of nowhere. Not fun. They got Drew Luck at the QB2. We got Danny Dimes, Devin Singletary at the RB1. But I will say, I mean, Malik Neighbors and Darius Slayton, also Wandale Robinson. I mean, it's not a terrible receiving core,
No.
It's pretty bad.
but
I mean, it could get the job done.
you know,
Well,
defensive side they got Brian Burns, they got Dexter Lawrence.
it's a scary D line.
It's something going for him.
A lot of
But
Pocket character.
I think I don't have to say much honestly. I think Vikings win. No, I don't think they win no more than 6. Like I buy a touchdown at max. It's not going to be a high scoring affair, It'll be both like within the tens. I say like 17-10 or 17 like
Okay.
12, I guess, to make my,
12.
to make my margin of
12.
numbers.
I think just
4
in general,
field goals.
12.
Hey,
Four
Say
field
12.
goals.
4 field goals, bro. Bro,
All right.
Daniel Jones is gonna get them down the field. No, he's not. But he's gonna do something to get down the field, and they're gonna kick 5-60 yard field goals and just call
I
it a
think
day or
Justin
something.
Jefferson scores 2 touchdowns and has like 150 yards.
No,
They're gonna be
Addison.
they're gonna be running touchdowns,
Or
and you have a jet
Addison.
sweep. It's not gonna be a reception.
Okay.
Nah, that New York secondary is weak. I think.
All right,
Yeah,
Shay.
they are.
Oh man.
All right,
The Raiders, Chargers at
wow, that's
SoFi.
so bad.
But it basically is a Raider home game because they travel so well.
That's true.
Chargers have no fans.
I mean, the Chargers. Justin Herbert is obviously a great quarterback. He kills us, but he has nobody to throw to. I mean, you got Lad McConkey, Joshua Palmer.
Lad McConkey's the best receiver.
That's it. I think there's a lot of hype around Jim Harbaugh. Him, winning everywhere he goes.
Beat the case.
I mean, he won at USD, so him winning everywhere he goes. It's cool, but we're in the NFL.
Not the Niners.
This is the big boy.
Wow.
Camps,
Well,
you're
I mean, he
playing
lost
the
to his
Raiders.
brother. Give him some slack.
All right, yeah.
My bad.
But you got Antonio Pierce now leading the Raiders with Gardner Minshew taking over at QB1. It sucks, man.
Raiders football,
It
baby.
sucks, man. I mean, you got
Just
Devontae
win.
Adams, you got Jacoby Myers, you got Zamir White now because Jacobs left. But the Raider defense, I think, genuinely is getting better and might carry the season for us, honestly, because now the offense might not be able to score. So we'll see what Max Crosby. You got Christian Wilkins now. Secondary is okay. So we'll see. I think I got biased. I got the Raiders winning like 20-17 or 20-10 or something crazy. So yeah. But we'll hand it over to
Next game, we're going to Seattle, the Denver Broncos, and the Seattle Seahawks for the second time in the last 3 years in Seattle. We're wearing the throwback uniforms, which I'm very excited for. And the new look Denver Broncos are coming into town. Bo Nix, newly drafted quarterback, the 10th overall pick.
Yeah.
I hate him.
I really don't know what to say about the Broncos. They're not a good football team.
They're better than
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Bo Nix is gonna lock in, drop
Bo
30
Nix
touchdowns in a season.
Is honestly, I don't know, because this is going to be a tough test for him, because I'll talk about us for a second, because obviously the elephant in the room is the change of regime. Pete Carroll's gone. He's now teaching classes at USC. Signed the defensive coordinator from the Baltimore Ravens, Mike Macdonald, who had a historical defense last year with the Baltimore Ravens, as I said. So I think that, for one, I'm trying to put my bias aside, but like I think this is the truth, that the Seahawks have a ton of talent on both sides of the ball, and I think now with the youngest head coach in the league is going to bring a lot of innovation to the team. The offensive play calling. We also have new coordinators as well. We signed or hired Brian Grubb from Washington, and then Aiden Durd, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, from the Cowboys. He was a Cowboys defensive coach last year. I think the defense will be much improved, which was a really big problem last year. I don't even know how long, ever since Cam and Richard Sherman and all of them were left. It's been nobody knows how to tackle, the complete opposite of the Legion of Boom. And then on the offense, the last couple of years has been really stale, stagnant a lot of the times. Like, we'll see one good drive and then screen passes to the tight ends 3 times and punts. So I think Mike Macdonald is going to, a lot of people are sleeping. They're like, they can't be woken up right now. And I get it. It's a new team. It's a new coaching staff. But I think we're going to beat the Broncos by 30. Okay, maybe not 30.
Please do.
Not 30. But Bo Nix is going to come into Seattle. He's going to be rattled by the noise. He's going to be facing, as I said, one of the best defensive coordinators, now head coaches in the league. I think the defense is going to shut down. And Geno Smith is going to show everyone why he's a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Yeah, he's not.
And
Gardner Minshew's
because he
Pro Bowl
is.
too, bro.
He's not.
What?
Gardner Minshew's a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Okay.
I mean, look at no, hey, I'm being for real though. Look at his stats. Look at his football reference.
You know,
It says
that's gonna
Pro
ball.
Bowl.
Oh, he
It says
said.
Pro Bowl.
You came back
Yeah,
after
be for real
JSN
now.
are both breaking out this year. The defense is going to clamp down. It's going to be really good. And Bo Nix, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to wait till week 2 to have your. This is going to be his welcome to the NFL week in week 1.
Wow.
And then
Oh,
next
wow.
week, maybe he'll have a chance. I don't know who they play against. Hopefully, it's a bad team so he can get his
I
confidence
think
back.
he plays the Titans.
I think we'll win by at least 20.
He might win next
At
week.
least. Okay, yeah. So next week will be his breakout week.
Oh, no,
I think
no,
we
no.
win by at least 20.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, Isaiah.
DK Metcalf's
take
winning
this
offensive player of the
Dallas
year.
game.
Who does he play? Hold on, I want to see who Denver plays. Oh, they play the Steelers. Yeah, they do have a chance. All right, cool. Okay, we got Dallas and Cleveland up here in Cleveland, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? It has one of the most important buildings in American history in Ohio. I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm joking. That's just a joke. All right.
Oh, tomatoes,
got
tomatoes,
Dallas
tomatoes.
Obviously Cleveland, you know, they were what was their record last year? They were decent.
They're like
I think
10 and 7. I think.
Yeah, they were
Or
like
9 and 8.
they missed the playoffs though. So probably looking to make the playoffs this year because that's what most franchises are expecting their team to do. Besides the
Unless you're the
Titans,
Titans. Yeah.
yeah. Cleveland, you got Deshaun Watson, you got
You got Jerry Jeudy.
Rome
there.
Ford for now because Chubb's coming back after 4 weeks.
Oh,
And
he's
then
not.
Hopefully,
you
he
got
doesn't, like, yeah. Well, sure.
Amari Cooper, Jerry Judy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that Cleveland team is pretty much the same as last year plus Jerry Judy, and then even on defense, they didn't make too many changes. Cleveland wasn't that busy in the offseason, so they're gonna be almost the same as last year. I think they finish around the same record, 10-7. If they get a little lucky, make the playoffs as a wild card spot. But obviously Dallas is where there's more to talk about because they lost Tony Pollard, so now their running back is probably the running backs are
Ezekiel
probably the
Elliott.
worst in the league with
Ezekiel
Ezekiel
Elliott.
Elliott,
And Dalvin Cook.
Deuce
Dalvin
Vaughn.
Cook,
And Rico Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle. That might be the worst running back room in.
I'm taking it over Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard.
Okay, no, that's
think
crazy,
they'll,
bro. Tajay Spears is a really good running
Tony
back.
Pollard's my running back one in another
Sorry,
league.
continue.
Yeah, I
What's the
think
time
Dallas
back
probably
there?
has the worst running back room in the league, and obviously CeeDee Lamb is gonna carry the receivers this year, also because they lost Michael Gallup. I don't know where the heck
He
he's at.
retired.
You
He
tired?
did, yeah.
He went to the
retired.
Raiders and then he retired.
They
I was
lost
like, wait,
him.
Michael Gallup is that old? Dang.
No, he just
He's
is washed.
retired.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not good no more. So I don't know who Dallas's wide receiver 2 is, but I was doing a bunch of fantasy drafts and never saw their wide receiver 2. The only one I saw was CeeDee Lamb. So is it Cooks?
I don't
I
think
think it
he's.
has
Is he
to be
still on the
Cooks,
team?
doesn't it?
I thought
Not
Brink-
sure.
I
Not
thought
sure
Brink was
who
somewhere
the
else.
second receivers for Dallas, but you know
No, he's
Dak
on the
Prescott in
Texans.
the regular season loves to play
Oh no,
nice,
he's still on the Cowboys. Yeah, he's still on the
especially in
Cowboys.
week 1. Dallas wins. I think Dallas wins a lot in week 1. And especially with Prescott being who he is in the regular season, usually
yeah.
an MVP quarterback in the regular
Yeah.
season. So I think Dallas, even though they're in Cleveland, this is one of Cleveland's this game is toss up, but I think Dallas wins because CeeDee Lamb in the fourth quarter is going to take over with his new paycheck, and he's probably going to have some new money celebration to show Instagram and TikTok and probably go viral with it. So yeah, I got Dallas winning by 6 points on a touchdown late in the game over Cleveland.
All right, Jacob, take your.
All right, first
take
things
your
first.
team, man.
We're winning by 30 this week. No doubts in my brain.
Are you
No
a
doubts in
Bucs
my
fan
mind
now?
about that. I'm just gonna walk you guys through my team, my roster that actually matters. Jaden Daniels at the QB1, Brian Robinson Jr. at the running back. We got T. McLaurin and I don't know this guy. His last name is Zacchaeus at wide receiver 1-2 with Noah Brown at the 3. Thank you. I would have mispronounced it so bad. Zach Ertz at tight. Wow.
Oh, yeah, you guys are serious. You guys are very.
You know,
serious.
it's okay.
What happened to Logan
But-
Thomas? Is he
I'm
not
like,
there anymore?
no, Logan Thomas bent. We traded him. At the defensive side, though, we got De'Aaron Payne. He's actually pretty good with Jonathan Allen on the defensive line. We picked up Jake's favorite player, of Bobby Wagner. Actually, he's our middle linebacker.
What about Eckler?
He's running back too, behind Brian,
Oh,
behind our BRJ,
Man,
and we have
man.
Marcus Mariota as our QB2. Crying out loud.
wow.
But comparing that to the Tampa Bay team that we're going to face, who has Baker Mayfield starting, Mike Evans as normal, Chris Godwin's actually nice too, Rashad White at running back, which is pretty solid,
I have him
and then
a couple of them.
but looking through their defensive side, I think my receivers cooked and torched their secondaries,
Wow.
especially Antoine Winfield. All he had was that one good game against Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and after that, I haven't heard of him since. So I think my Commanders not playing realistically. As a fan, I want us to win, at least by 3. But realistically, I see us losing by like 5 to the Bucks. Like by at least.
What's up with your numbers, bro?
Because it's not gonna be a touch. Look. This is gonna happen, right? Look. We're gonna be up by 10. Somehow we're gonna give up a safety. They're gonna score a touchdown.
Okay.
We're gonna somehow miss a. It's just gonna go stupid. We're gonna lose by 5.
Bro, 5.
So yeah. But as a fan, I want us to win. But realistically, I see us going 0-1 to start the season. It'll be close though, because it's the Bucks. They're not that much better than us. I don't think.
Sorry, is this me?
Yes.
Yeah, I should be you. Yeah.
All right, we got a rematch of the playoffs last year. Detroit, or we got LA, the Rams going to Detroit.
I don't know, Mr. The Rams
This
are
is gonna be interesting. Honestly, I think the Rams are winning. I don't know, man. They have, Matt Stafford's still.
Hope Miss Griffith
there.
is prepared for the Rams to go 6-11 this year.
They got Puka Nakua.
Puka
They got Puka Nakua. They got Cooper Kupp still. They have 2 of the best receivers in all of football. They got Kyron Williams and they got Blake Corum back there now too. Their defense is solid. They don't have Aaron Donald because he retired, but their defense is still solid. And then you got Detroit with
That's the best part of the
Brown,
offseason.
Jared Goff, and the top 10 quarterback. So I think who else they got? Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, but I think the Rams run away with it. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game because last year in the playoffs it was a high scoring
Stafford
game.
in a dome, bro.
It was 23-22 Lions in the playoffs.
Which is crazy. But I love like the receiving core. I think Nakua and Kupp are really good. So I think they're gonna go off against the Detroit defense, and the Rams
actually pretty good. But
I think Rams 27, Lions 23.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Rams are. A lot of people are high on the Lions. I like the Lions too, but honestly, I think the Rams are fully healthy now with Kupp and Nakua like really locked in with the whole offseason. So I think that offense is going to be hard to guard. It's going to be very hard to guard, especially with Kyron Williams in the backfield and returning punts. So I like the Rams too. I agree.
Who got this last game though?
I very much disagree.
I want to talk about this game.
Take out the last one.
I think this is like the game of the week,
so
personally.
Monday Night Football, we got the New York Jets led by reigning Achilles tendon injury survivor Aaron Rodgers
Survivor.
against
Survivor's a
the
wicked term.
reigning Super Bowl losers San Francisco 49ers in Santa Clara, 8:20 p.m. Eastern, 5:20 Pacific local time. There's a lot to talk about between these two teams. Okay, Jets. Aaron Rodgers I'm not gonna say this is last year because he has more than his deal, but like this is the year that he needs to like 1, stay healthy, and 2, like prove that he's still a top quarterback in the league. Because a lot of people still think that he is, but we haven't seen him play in a year. The last time we did see him play was kind of iffy.
It was 4 snaps.
He shouldn't. No, I meant like his last.
I'm just playing with you, dog. I'm just playing with you.
He kind of the Jets they're a pretty good team. Their defense is really good. Offense led by Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. But Robert Saleh is under a lot of pressure this year because they brought him in a couple of years ago. He was supposed to be like the savior of the team, and since he's gotten there, they've done nothing. Granted, a lot of injuries, especially last year. Their quarterback that they brought in to save the team got hurt on literally the first drive of the season. So you can cut him a bit of slack there because he had Zach Wilson leading the team the whole year. But he's Denver's problem now. So now Saleh has to.
Congratulating Bo Nix for winning.
He deserved it.
He's like, I'm so happy I'm on the bench because I would probably throw interceptions.
If Rodgers stays healthy, I would expect the Jets with the expectations that they have on them, I would like to see them go to the playoffs and win a playoff game. Me personally, I wouldn't like to, but if I was like someone who's just like looking from the outside in at the Jets with all their talent on offense and defense, Quinn Williams, what's his name, Sauce Gardner,
Gardner.
It's my twin.
Ahmad.
Literally. Let me some dipping sauce. My bad. What?
I would expect. We know. I would expect them to make the playoffs. I'm not the biggest fan of the Jets. I have Garrett Wilson in the league, 2 leagues actually. So I'd like to see him do well. But yeah, that's going to be the story for them. The 49ers, they need to win the Super Bowl because like their window it's been open for a few years now, but like
But the Chiefs are gonna win again. Not really.
At this point, it's
they
closed,
just had
man.
the saga with Brandon Ayuk. They locked him up for the same amount of money that they offered him at the beginning, and nothing changed. I don't know why he did that. He just didn't want to practice, which I understand. But they need to win the Super Bowl because they have the best team on paper in the league. Amazing defense, amazing offense. They locked their number 1 receiver up. Their wide receiver 4 just got shot and survived. So that's like extra, like
many men.
Yeah. But they've had these expectations for the last 3 years to win the Super Bowl, and they've gotten there. They just haven't. I didn't even say Christian McCaffrey's name. They haven't followed through, and I'd say part of that goes on Kyle Shanahan because he's been the one that's been there the whole time.
I think part of it goes that you're going against Patrick Mahomes, and there's nothing.
Well, that too, but they had a way better team than the Chiefs. The Chiefs' defense is really good, but like the Niners are the best team in the league on paper. So I think this game might be a shootout. I want to say this is the year that Brock Purdy gets exposed, but I really don't think it will be because they still have the same scheme, the same weapons, same everything. So we'll have to wait for that. I think it's going to be a shootout if Rodgers plays well. I don't know. I think the Niners will win probably like 10 or something. They'll score like a garbage time touchdown to put the game out of reach. But yeah, I'll be paying attention to both of these two. I'll have to pay attention to the Niners, but the Jets, I don't really like the Jets, but I'll still pay attention to them the rest of the season. See if what I say is right. But yeah, that's the last game of week 1, Monday, September 9th on ESPN. Yeah, that should wrap up all the games.
That pretty much wraps it up. I mean, this is a little bit of a longer video, but we were, gone for, I don't know how long.
No, it's been at least
almost.
I want to say it's been a month.
That was before Jake left in like August.
It's tough when Jake left. We're all moving, or you guys are moving into your dorms, and we got school now too.
Oh, quick room tour? Nah, I'm just joking.
We'll try to stay as consistent as we can with this, but yeah. So I mean, nice little 40-minute video we had going on today. So recapping that,
to make up for everything.
We'll get you guys back when. What's the next topic we'll try to hit?
I think we're gonna talk about college football tomorrow, probably. Yeah.
When the Padres win the Super Bowl.
Or MLB.
Or the World Series. I say Super Bowl. World Series.
Yeah, we'll talk about college football.
If the Padres make a World Series, I think we just live stream the game in person. But we'll see.
We could. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for us, right?
So thank you for watching.
Have a watch party.
Jacob Gardner.
Sports Rewind watch party.
Isaiah.
Jake.
And we'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.